After finishing the demonstration of the application, now I will describe the code. So this is the first page, and these are the total all the application, all the file went on the Python file for that application. So initially this file will be run, this app.py. In the first attempt, this file is running, and after that you can see that it is total 5-page application. There are total 5 page. So this page is merging this all are single 5-page into a full project. First, I will describe as I demonstrate these 2 page in the first attempt, like regression classification. First, I will describe the code for this regression page. This page. So this is the page. These are the code for the regression page. So this page is working not alone. Here is another page called another file called regalgos. This here I have created a class called models, and this class is taking 5 input: xtrain, ytrain, xtest, ytest, and preprocessor. The preprocessor nothing but the preprocessing button that usually you get. Let me upload a data set for the show you here. Let me select target column. Now it's getting the preprocessing button. For that, it's taking this preprocessor pipeline. Now this class has total 4 methods. Each method for each of these algorithm. There are total 4 algorithms. So for that 4 algorithm, there are total 4 methods. First one is linreg, which is for linear regression. Second one is rsreg, which is for random forest. FVR for support vector, and KNN for k-neighbor forest. This method is nothing but taking hyperparameter from the user, and then it is returning score and error. And also it is done the model, the train model. It is trained from here because I need to create a model download link, so that's why it is returning this one. Same things for the other 3, like random. In case of random forest regression, it is taking the hyperparameter for the random forest regression, and it is creating the model, creating the pipeline here. In every case, it is creating the pipeline, and then it is returning the same number of output here, same to the other 2. Now come to the main file. So here I am imported all the necessary library. I have imported pandas, numpy, and as I am using Streamlit for building the total application, that's why I imported Streamlit here. There is another let me tell you, there is another class which is split. This split class dividing the x and y. The split class dividing x by dropping the target column from the main dataset, and it is returning the y for that particular target column. So this is actually doing dividing the x and y from the total main dataset. Now come to the main file. First, I have created a function for changing the width. This width, you can see in the web page, it is not the default. It is not the default come with the Streamlit. I have customized this one by this function. Here I am changing the width as 950 pixel. Then I have written some tagline here, like UML regression, like here you can see that for this line. Then I am showing a message for the user for the first time: please upload dataset or sample dataset. You can see that in the first initially there was a message for that this line. Then I am creating a file uploader section, file uploader widget here in the sidebar, and also a name for the sample dataset name here. Here you can see that this is the file uploader widget, and this is the sample dataset name list. After that, I am creating a function which is get dataset. This function is returning the dataset. In case it takes 2 arguments, sample and custom. In case by default it sample is equal to true, so by default it is assuming that user will not upload any data from his local machine. It will show the sample dataset. So in that case, when if sample is equal to true, which is by default, then after that he will take the checking the name is equal to Boston, California housing or diabetes or not. The name is nothing but another list which I described just now. There are three. There by default it will be selected on the none, and another three are the dataset name. So in case of when user will choose the Boston, it will load the Boston dataset from Xlambda dataset and it will create a data frame here by using this. And here I am creating another column for the target column, and name is as a target. So in that case user will know that which column he have to select, so that's why. And then I am returning the data frame. I am returning the same fraction of the dataset because sake for the simplicity. So in case I am not returning the full dataset, only the 50% of the dataset. And and the same thing for the other two. Like if the name is California housing, then the California housing dataset will be loaded. And in case of diabetes, the diabetes dataset will be loaded. Same for the Sclan dataset. And in case of custom dataset, it will read the file uploaded, which is nothing but here it will user uploaded file as a CSV format. Then it will be read the dataset simple by using pd.read.csv and will return the complete full dataset. So I cannot return any kind of fraction or sample from the user. So user will get the full dataset as he uploaded. Now here I am running the function. Now here I am written the if file uploaded is none, means when user will not uploaded any data here, in that case it will the data frame will be the get dataset. By default you can see the by default it will return the sample dataset from here because sample is equal to true. I said it's default here. And else if user uploaded dataset, then it will be uploaded get it will be return the custom dataset when custom will become true and sample will become false. In that case custom become true, then the if clause will come to the this line, and this all line will be disabled for the sample is equal to false. So if will not come here. So now I am getting the data. After that, here I have created a checkbox like show data. You can see that from here, from the here. If I uncheck this button, data are gone. If I check this button, data are come. So for this line, so when there is a check button is checked, it will write your current data and it will show the our data frame. Then I am creating a run model function. This function is the main function for the running the algorithm, and it takes two input. One is algo C and preprocessor. This algo C are nothing but the algo choice from the user. I will come to this in the next moment, and it will take another which is preprocessor. Preprocessor is nothing but here I am adding the functionality. In not all the case preprocessing will be applied. If user apply this button, in that case only preprocessing will be applied. In other case no preprocessing will be applied. So that's why I am taking this argument as an input. Then I am creating a class instance for the model class. As the model class I described in the first attempt, this model class. I am creating a algo. I name the instance as a algo and creating the model class by taking four total 5 extend y test and preprocessor here, as you can see. Then I am passing the if else for 4 if here total 4 if else, total for particular 4 algorithm. In case user choose linear regression, their algo C will be the linear regression, and then I am taking the hyperparameter from by passing the streamlit widget. Then I am returning I am calling that algo linreg method. You can if you remember that linreg method are nothing but for the linear regression. Here it is, and rf for the random forest. Here it is. I am returning the linreg method by passing the hyperparameter by taking the hyperparameter from the user. Same for the other three. Like if in case of algo C is random forest regression, then I am calling the rfreg from here. You can see that algoreg rfreg and returning the same kind of output. Also in case of support vector, I am calling the sbrreg, and in case of knn, I am calling the knn. These are the total run model function. After the creating this function, now I am checking the if data is not none, means if there is a data, then only if will come to this line, otherwise it will show a message like please upload a dataset or choose from a sample data. Let me show you. If there is a no data, like now here is a data because I have uploaded dataset from the sample. Let me cross this one. Now there is no data. Now it's showing me please upload dataset or choose for sample data. Here it is the message line that is showing here. It is for the else, because when there is a no data, like if data is not none means there is a no data. Sorry, there is a data is not none means there is a data. In that case it will be run this line. Now let me again upload a data set from here. Now is now this if still being satisfied. Now it's become true. Now code will go through from here. First, I am dropping some noun value. If there is a noun value present in the dataset, I am dropping, and in place is equal to, because the dropping will be taken on the main dataset. Then I am creating a list of all the column by passing and saving this as a call argument. Then I am inserting a inserting none in the zeros position by using the insert function. If you can see that, select target column. These are the select. Here is the none, and all the other for the column name. So here it is. Then I am creating instance of the split. I show that it is dividing the x and y by dropping the target column from the main data frame and creating the target variable by passing that target column on from the data set. After that, I am creating two layout. As you can see that here is total two layout. Let me select the price column from price column here. Now you can see that there is total two layout. Let me choose another algorithm so it will be show better. Now here you can see that there is total two algorithm, not one side. By default it was total in the in one layout. Now it become two layout. One is from so in case of instead of showing the all the parameter in one by one and one after another, I create this one. It will save little bit more spaces and also it will be look more beautiful. That's why I am creating a Streamlit has a function called st.beta column, which can user can create any number of layout as he need. So then there is the algo list. This algo list is the algo c parameter which will be passed to the run model function. Here are total 4 algorithm list. Here the 4 algorithm list. Then I am choosing a target column. Target column is nothing but I tell the user select the target column. Options are nothing but the call, and the call is nothing but the list of the all the columns name from the data frame. And every section I have imported a help parameter. The help parameter are nothing but this one. When you can see that every widget have a question mark. So user when hover the mouse in this question mark, it will show a little bit message. So for this help function, I have created the help function in every section. Like you can see that on every widget. Then I am selecting the algo c. Algo c is nothing but the selected algorithm from this algo list. Now I am passing a try catch case. I am passing the split in x and y method from by passing this target. Target is nothing but the selected target column from the by user, and it will return the x and y. In case of user doesn't select, it will show him the message like he have to choose the target column from the list. Then I am creating two list. One is catcall and the second one is numcall. These are nothing but the list of the categorical column, and this one is for the list of numerical column. So here I have written a line which is nothing but this up to this line x dot select data type include object and category. Up to this line it will be done a data frame only consists of object and categorical column. Then I am applying dot columns attribute on that particular data frame, and then I am creating this those column as a list by passing to list function. So then I am by total complete this line, I am creating all that object and category type column name as a list. Same things for the numerical column. Here only numerical column will be numerical column name will be created as a list. Then I am creating two transformer. Like one is numerical transformer where the standard scalar will be applied, and for the categorical one hot encoder will be applied. Now as you can see that I am giving the user to check this or uncheck this button. In case user check this button, so in that case preprocessor will be the column transformer, and there I am adding two transformer for the num for the numerical transformer and categorical for categorical transformer. Just I have just created from here. And in case user doesn't check this button, in that case preprocessor will be none. So when user will not check this button, in that case no preprocessing step will apply. These two preprocessing like standard scaling and one hot encoding will be applied. Then I am dividing x10 and y test from this 10 test switch function by this simple by passing this x and y I just collected from here, x and y. Then I am giving a button, this button, train and give score. By taking all the algorithm selected hyperparameter from the user, now I am creating a button which is called train and give score. And when this and then I am running the run model function. Here you can see the run model function, which is take the algo C and the preprocessor. Algo C are nothing but this one, the algo choose the selected algorithm from the user by from this particular option algo list. Algo list are nothing but this one. Then I'm taking the all the output, training score, testing score, and error, testing score, testing error, and training error, and also the model. Now if the button is clicked, when user will click this button, let me apply the preprocessing button because I have the category column in my dataset. When user will click this button, means when the it will come to this one. Let me click this button. Now you see seeing the bunch of result here, also a plotting. Let me wait for a second. It's still loading. Okay, now I'm giving result, I am getting score and also plotting. Now here I am again creating another beta column, and then I am passing the all information, training score by passing the converting the score train that I have obtained from the run model function. I am passing the testing score that I am obtained from the run model function. Where is this score test? Here it is, score test. And then I am writing a tagline which is train and testing prediction plot for this one. You can see that. Then I am plotting the figure here. Also I have creating the residual for the training by residual nothing but the difference between the predicted plot and the target column, target value. So I am creating the residual, and then I am plotting the distribution of the residual for the training and testing both. Here it is. And in the end you can see there is a model download link. If you user click this button, let me click this button. Now you can see that user have downloaded the model. This model is nothing but this train model by on this hyperparameter on this particular data set by applying this preprocessor button and with this result. So here I am saving the model as a pickle file. Then I am decoding the model by using base 64. Then I am creating the generate link from here. So these are the total application for the complete regression page. And in the end, if user doesn't apply as I show in the first attempt, it will give user as a message that user have to upload a data set. So this is total. The same things for the this one for the regression, and almost exact same for the classification, because all the changes I have done in the classification, the algorithm itself and nothing else. Here let me close this one. Here I am creating another class model function, model class for the algorithm. Here I am passing log reg for the logistic regression. If you can see that, let me select a data set from here. Let me select the IDs flower. As you can see that, let me flower name target column. Here are total 4 class algorithm for the classification problem. So for that I have created 4 algorithm for the classification, like logistic regression for the logistic log reg for the logistic regression, RND forest for the random forest classifier, SBC for the support beta classifier, KNN for the KNN classifier. These are the same exact same as the linear as the regression. It will take the all the hyperparameter as the input, and then it will create the model here by taking all the hyperparameter, and then it will create the total pipeline. If the preprocessing is applied, then it will return me the model, prediction, F1 score, and the classification report. So this all the output it will return. Now this is the main page for the classification. The thing is same. Here I am imported all the necessary library. Then I am changing the width by this function. Then also writing some tagline like UI classification, UIML classification here. Then I am giving the widget for the file uploader for the uploaded file from the user. Also a sample dataset name, like here in case classification the sample dataset name are changed. Now in case here are IDs wide and previous cancer. And then the same function as used on the regression, the get dataset, same input sample is equal to custom is equal to for. In case of sample is equal to, it will return this function. When a user is created choose from this list, it will return those dataset from the sklearn. In case of the custom file, it will read that file by using the pd.csv. Same things as the regression, nothing changed here. Also these are the same. Now again I am creating two layout for the column 1 and column 2. Then I am creating a run model function. This also run model function is take the same number input, like one is the algo choose for the selected algorithm and also the preprocessor. Then I am creating a instance for the model class and taking the 5 total input x10 y test y test and preprocessor. Then I am taking the hyperparameter from the user by passing each and every widget, like I have selected, I have used select box, slider. As you can see that here are some select box, these are the select box and these are the slider. These I can change the hyperparameter as we wish for the result. So these are this is how I am taking the all hyperparameter input, and then I am passing the hyperparameter in that particular function. Here the algo choose logreg for the logistic regression, RND forest for the random forest. In case of random forest, the random forest method will be applied, and by taking this all hyperparameter for the random forest only. And I am returning the F1 score, classification report, wipe rate and model for the each and every algorithm. So this was the run model function. Now again, if df is not none, when there will be data frame, in that case I am creating a list. I have commented on their this line because here I am having some problem, that's why. Then I am creating the instance for the split df, and then I am creating a algo list for the all the algorithm for the classification problem, like logistic regression, random forest, support vector, KNN. Then I am choosing filling the user to select a target column from the this call value. Call value nothing but all the list from the list for the column name. Then I am selecting the algorithm from the algo choose by passing this algo list. Algo list are nothing but this list. Again I am taking the x and y, creating two categorical and numerical column list, creating two transformer, numerical categorical transformer. Then creating the preprocessor pipeline. If user is apply the preprocessor, then it will be creating this pipeline, and this pipeline will be go to the this here, creating the final pipeline as a preprocessor which is taking from the by the model. Then I am creating the x10 x by 10 test split. Then I am running the run model function by algo choose. Algo choose are nothing but the selected algorithm from the user, and returning this 4 in output: F1 classification report, wipe rate and model. Now I am creating this button, str button 10 as give score. Let me increase here. I am getting the 10 and give score here. If user will clear this one, user will get F1 score, classification report and confusion matrix. Here it is. If user click that button, it will show that F1 text will return the F1 score as I obtained from the run model function. Classification df. Here I have created another function called classification to df. This function will convert the classification report into a data frame. This function take classification report in a string format, then it will create a beautiful data frame for showing here. As you can see here, I am showing another data frame which is classification report. For this, creating this data frame, for this function we will create that data frame. Then I am creating my confusion matrix, because for this one, then I am saving the model that I take from the user. Sorry, not from the run model function. I am saving that model from as a TCL file. Then I am decoding it. Then I am creating the download link. So this was the function. This was the total file for the classification. Now come to the data profiling page. This data profiling page is very easy. There is nothing much I have written because I have used the pandas profiling library for the. Let me show you. Here it is. Here I am importing only pandas, numpy, streamlit, and pandas profiling library. And also there is another library called streamlit pandas profiling because it is for the rendering the pandas report here. Again, I am increasing the width by using this function, writing some tagline, heading here. Then I am passing a file uploader widget for uploading the file from the user. Also, I have passing the two data set for the sample data set for the user. Here is the total two data set. You can see that from this edit data folder. Then the get data set. This function is also same. Here also another input which is name. Name is nothing but from this one. In case name is equal to this for base which is athlete, in that case this it will run this function. Repeatedly it will be function will run this line and it will read this file from this folder and then return the total DF. In case of other dataset IT salary survey, it will read this dataset from this folder and return the DF. Or in case of uploaded data, it will read the file uploaded nothing but the uploaded file from the user from this widget. Then the thing is very easy. I am just if file upload is none, in case if file is no file, then name will be name are nothing but this one, the user selected data set from the this list, and in case the DF is if there is a data set, then it will show the data frame and it will I am creating a checkbox here. You can see that there is a little checkbox. Let me select it from here. You can see the checkbox here. So in the checkbox is selected, there is the data frame will be shown, and in case it will not show the data frame. Then I am passing profile report by he take the data frame as the input. I have become the expert is equal to getting the all the available features from the library, and then I am passing this report into this another library called st profiler report. This st profile report for the rendering the profile report on the web page. This was the for the EDA profile. Now come to this. Now I will tell the how I managed to add all the single Python file in a complete application. So for that, here is a class called multi-app, and it have two methods, add app and run. This add app method used to adding single app Python file, and this run function will run that when it will create a checkbox for each and every file I have added by this method, and then it will run that particular app when this run method will be clicked. Means it will create this all it has been created all these checkbox, and when I click this any of here, it will run that particular file. Let me show you. Then I have created another file called app.file. It is the main file. This is the kind of the core file for the complete project. I have imported the multi-app class as a multi-app classification, the classification algorithm file, regression file, EDA file, and home and about for the as you can see the home.file are nothing but the written all this, and I have written all the things as you that are written here, and about. I also imported Streamlit. Now I am passing the this one is nothing but the what it is. You can see that here it is a tab. Here is a tab. It is created. It is written. Here it is a little bit message called UIML, and there is a two emojis of robot for this one. This is the set Streamlit set page configuration. for the creating custom. By default it will be not this emojis and region will be not there. It will only show the Streamlit and the application name. In that case it was app.py, so that's why I have set this one for creating a little bit more beautiful. Then I am creating an instance of the multi app by on app. Then I am adding app by calling that add app method, this add app method, and creating a home title. This one is title, as this multi app take as a title, and then the function, then home.app. If you can, home is the file here, and if you notice that this app have every file. Let me show you. If you notice that if all the written things are inside a function, these all are intent inside a app function. If you see the regression, let me show you again. If you notice that these all are inside another function called app. All the things I have written for all the things, running model and all the plotting and the if else, all the intent inside a, let me show you, come here, all are intent in the app function. So when I click the home, it will run that home app function. When I click the ed profile, this ed profile also intent inside the app. It will run that particular function on the this page. On it, do the regression, it will run that particular regression. When I click on the regression, so it will run that regression file. So that this Seamless by default doesn't allow us to create any multi-page application, but by this class we can achieve that. So my application will behave like a multi-page application. So by this function, so there it is. And in the last, I am running that app.run. This app.run will be run. This app.run nothing but this one. It will create a sidebar radio. There will be a radio button created in the sidebar, and then it will run that particular app on that particular title. Means when I create this home button, this will run that home.app. When I create the data profiling, it will run that eda3.app. When I run on the regression, it will create the this app, email regression app. Means when I click the regression, when I click the ed profiling, let me click ed profiling. That means now this app.run is running this function, and when this function is run, we can see that all of these things. So you can see that all of these things. So this is the total description about the code. This is how I created this complete project. Thank you.